Welcome back, YouTube. Hi, I'm Airborne, and I'm going to be your mathematician here today. Yes, playing Hut and having a little bit of math knowledge might save you a lot, depending on if you want to be buyers or sellers for your second week of Team of the Year, because it's drastically different than week one. The market has gone substantially up because we know Team of the Year week number 2 is right around the corner tomorrow. So I'm going to do the best I can to kind of give you some examples on either determining if you want to buy or sell. Now, how you want to play the market on this is pretty simple. Your collection is going to remain as any. You're going to switch your overalls depending on what collection that you want to go for, whether it's the 89 and 90 set, the 87-88, the 85-86, or the 83-84 set. But just for instance, let's take a look at the 90s right now. I'm just going to search 90s just so I can take a peek at the average of it. But if I took a look at the buy now, on average, it's going for about 160,000, and it might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less, but we see some things out there for 160,000. So I'm doing easy math for you. Like, I'm gonna get this stuff taken care of on the front end, and I have an Excel sheet that I've made that you can pause and take a look at so you can figure out like what you have the most of in your collection to either buy or sell. So let's head over to that so I can kind of show you the math that I've already done. So as you take a look on this sheet, I've already done the math for you. Yes, it might not look like the greatest ever, but let's zoom in on this one. So let's go for the first one, the 5 collects that you may want to make. If you have 189 overall in the market, it's averaging for a cost of $61,500 for 189 overall. Then you're gonna add the 190 that you need as well, the overall, for 160,000 coins. That's going to equal $221,500 for 5 collects that you get. That breaks down to $44,300 on average per collectible. And if you add all that up, because you got times that by 8, because you got to think 5 times 8 to get your 40 collectibles for most cases, depending on what your trade-in is, you're looking on average of 1.772 million right now if you want to make it that way. If you want to do the 87 and the 88s, the 87s are going for about 30,000. You can get 88s for 98,000. Now keep in mind, you're gonna need 2 88 overalls compared to the 187. That's why there's a big difference in them. And you'll see that in the market too. People are smart enough to figure that out. That's gonna equal 128K for 3 collects. That's an average of 42,660. So to make one, it's gonna cost you 1.66 mil. So it's slightly down from the 89 and 90s based off of how the market is now. Then if you go down to the 85, 86s, this is the best one per the numbers and stuff like that. 385s, 386 overalls. The 85s are going to go for 18K, 57K for the 86s. So if you have a lot of those abundance laying around, that's going to help you immensely, especially these 86s. That's going to equal 75,000 for 2 collects, average of 37,500, but it's only going to cost you 1.5 mil to make. Now keep in mind, this is saying you have absolutely nothing and you only have coins and you're going to buy from the market. Hopefully this helps you kind of chip away when you decide what you want to use to make that one Team of the Year or the 2 or however you're planning on doing it without spending money. 583 overalls and 484s, 19,800 and 23,500 equals 43,300 and then 43,300 per collect. It's going to cost you 1.732, so just slightly less than doing the 89s and 90s. So what I'm meaning by that is when you go over to your collection, stuff like that, and that's where you really got to look and break things down by the brackets. What are you willing to trade in? What are you not willing to trade in? So that way you have an idea of like, do you want to buy or do you want to sell more? If you have 89s and 90s that are tradable, based off of the amount that it's costing, 90s, I'd be selling 90s, 160K. Then I would be investing into 85s and 86s because that's the best one out there. And I only foresee the market maybe going up more. Like, I don't know, because last week when I was buying 90s, they were going for 125K. They're going for 160K now. So like, once again, go into your stuff, break it down, your 89s to 90s, see what you got. I got 15 items, but all these things, none of these are tradable. These are B&Ds. I got some 89s in there, sweet, but by cost, like, I'm probably doing the best if I have stuff between the 85s and the 86s. And I hope this video helps. This ain't gonna be a long video, but I just want to break it down to kind of see like, hey, do I want to sell now or do I want to buy now? And I hope this helps you make a really good decision. I have a lot of, looks like 86s. or sorry, 85s. So that will help, so I can invest more into the 86s and stuff like that, and they'll save me a little bit. But 1.5 mil, it's not cheap, you know. Is it really worth the team of the year? Keep in mind, these numbers that I went off of are doing everything from scratch, you know what I mean? So just do the best you can when it comes to your decision-making process on what you want for team of the year. If you guys like this video and it kind of helped you out, give it a thumbs up. Check the market for yourself. The numbers will obviously be flexing. You can also snipe cards and stuff like that. But remember, today's last day to make that McDavid, the pasta card, and all the stuff from week 1 that was released. And we'll get week 2 stuff tomorrow at, I believe, noon Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you appreciate the video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Hit a follow with it since we're almost at 500 subscribers, and we'll be back here to see what week number 2 looks like tomorrow.